Hi. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Don't even start. All right. All right. Welcome to the. She's on the fucking fifth take. Welcome to the Beans and Crackers podcast. I'm one. I'm one of your.
Like that's not any racist.
Okay, but it has a good explanation for it. It makes sense. Okay.
Oh, you weren't both white guys and you're fucking.
Yes, I think, and that's funny. We can, like I said, we can get controversial, just not to that level, bro. You guys are not gonna hear what this man said beforehand. I'm cutting all that out. That's not making the intro. But welcome to the first episode. My name's Danny, and I am one of your three hosts. I don't think we're co-hosts because I'm not the main. I feel like there's three mains. But I'm Danny. I'm one of your hosts. To my left, I have our other host.
It's Brinen. What up? What up?
And we got to my right.
Are we gonna keep with the left and right, or is that?
No.
Is this assigned seating now?
Probably not.
Are we back in?
Probably not. But in the context of the scenario right now we're in.
War days in
No, but in the context of this episode as we're filming it right now, you guys are each to my left and my right, so I just chose to do it like that. Yeah, so this is this is the first episode of the podcast. This has been a conversation for what, 3 years now? 4? Nah. Last, right?
We started the conversation 3 years ago, and we continued the conversation 24/7 until we said, you know what? Finally, let's tape the conversation now.
Yeah.
So now we're taping the conversation.
We are taping the
We
conversation.
just didn't have the balls to do it yet.
Yeah.
we always just edged it on, dude.
Right. So I guess a better I guess a better name for this would have technically been like car conversations. That would have been funny, but then I feel like you would have to do it like in a car, and like that's just not gonna sound nice.
I'm not trying to be in a car with 3 sweaty men, bro.
Exactly,
I'd
bro.
be in a car with you, Brandon.
Oh.
I mean, when I pulled up from work, you guys were already in the car.
Did you see the car shaking?
I did see the car shaking.
Did you see how freaking like the windows were, bro? They were all hot and
saw it was
shit.
foggy in there.
I
I
know.
opened it, smelled like fucking carne
You could put a
asada in that
smiley
shit, bro.
face on the window if you wanted
Dude,
to.
I know.
I wanted. You ever see Titanic where they put the hand?
Yes.
I wanted to do that, but I couldn't reach
Yeah.
the back window there. I need to stretch more.
Yeah. I
I
definitely
could have
need to-
stretched you out, bro.
That's crazy work, bro. I promise. Okay. So.
You did.
Okay. I think for the first ep, I don't feel like we should do segments. I wanted to do segments. I feel like first episode, first pod.
Epilepsy?
Sure, epilepsy. I'm feeling an epilepsy right now, bro. I feel like we should have. I feel like segments would be fun to have, like, segments of, like, we got a little sports segment that we can throw in, whatever's interesting us at the time. Part of me wants to get political at the same time. I don't want to be that podcast that, like,
I don't think we start the podcast
No.
political.
No.
Like, I don't think you do that.
Started racist. We could start
No, we're not starting it nothing. We're starting it casual, fun. So like I said, I don't feel like doing segments in the first episode. I feel like it'd be fun to do like little segments, like little sports segments. We all three of us really enjoy WWE, and I feel like that's definitely a fun conversation to have. And then
R-Truth fucking is he fighting John Cena?
he already did.
He lost.
He got
Well,
it was a
yeah.
it was a smash down. He lost within like 5 seconds.
Oh,
But
he got fucked up, bro.
but it was really interesting. We can talk about that too if you like.
I don't fucking like what they're doing.
Okay, well, we can come back to this. This is a good conversation. I want to have this conversation. First, I want to start off, introducing ourselves just a little bit. Maybe get to know each other. No, well, we know each other.
We
well.
know each other.
Get the.
Brennan, quite-
So to put it into perspective, we all went to the same high school, right? Manny graduated. What was it? 2 years before us.
So technically,
2020.
yeah.
So COVID time. You didn't have a graduate. No.
No,
Not 2019. I was there. Yeah, 2019. It was at the event center. Yeah, it's at the event center. We graduated last year.
Some money.
Yeah. Our high school. We probably won't get into what high school we went to first episode, but I think we can get to it eventually.
Maybe.
Our high school's in the shitter now. It's very sad to see because I was very locked into our high school. But it's in the shitter now. It's very sad. Just horrible corruption. It's insane. But so I guess I could start off because I'm kind of the reason y'all two met. And I'm kind of the catalyst for you guys meeting. So
I met Brennan
When was
on
it?
Grindr. Remember
Hold
that?
on. I did not know about this, bro. I thought y'all meeting the first time that I introduced you guys was the first time y'all met.
Do you remember that? Because I remember that night, bro.
Hey man.
I
Hey man, look.
remember.
If that's what y'all do, that's cool, bro. I mean, I fuck with y'all. That's sick. I like.
He took me out to Danny's afterwards. He treated me like a gentleman.
Okay.
You know, that's what can you ask for? You know, what can you ask for?
Right. I mean, I don't remember that line of. Maybe that was before y'all met, but as far as I remember, I was. How old was I when I met you? 12?
Fuck me. How old were you?
I was-
Yeah, you must have been like fucking
I-
5 when I met you.
I was not 5. I was maybe like
I
9.
remember. I
9 or
hated
10.
you.
I fucking hated you too.
I hated
So,
you when I met
so
you first.
yes. So the way this started off was, I met Manny in my cousin's quinceañera. She was turning 15. If y'all, if y'all don't know what quinceañeras are, which you should, but
Which
basically like
I was 15 at the time too.
right.
Get that straight.
Right.
I was at the
So
age.
so Mexican custom is the quinceañera. The girl usually, she has what's known as chambalanes, which are like, I mean, what's the equivalent to like a? It's kind of weird because you didn't date my cousin, did you? Were you dating my cousin?
We don't need to get into any.
Okay. I don't think y'all were dating because that's usually kind of like the thing. It's usually like a guy you like, or it's usually like a guy that.
Which I didn't know.
Yeah.
If I knew,
Yeah, and that's
fucking history would have been different.
yeah, but so like he was the main chambalan because there was multiple. There was a couple girls and a couple guys, and they needed somebody who was short enough to dance with one of the girls, and she didn't know anybody who was short enough, so they had me come in. And that's
You look like Stewie at the time.
yes, I was very fat. I'm still chubby now, but I was a lot fatter. My face was round as hell. I was fat as fuck, and
Pure circle.
I was a circle. I was literally butterball. It was bad, and that's where I met Manny. First time I met him, I fucking hated him. Mad annoying. Bro would leave the moment that because my mom was the coach instructor. She was the one who would make sure that we learned the dance moves because it's basically the chambalanes dance with the other chambalanes, which are the girls and the guys. They dance together, do a whole little performance, whatever, and you gotta learn it. And my mom, there was no real direction. There was not really anybody showing us, and my mom came in, bless her heart, and she came in and she basically just started directing us how to do all that stuff. And like I said, I hated this man. This man was disliked as fuck. I did not like him. I thought he was very annoying and just
Aren't I just charming?
yes, bro, the best. You were just very like you would not give a fuck the moment that they told us like, all right, practice is over. Motherfucker would just bounce the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
Would not want to socialize with any of us.
Yeah, I don't like people. What do you expect?
Fair enough. And then towards the end, we started getting kind of cool, and then one of the girls in the quinceañera had her own quinceañera, and she liked you for sure.
Oh yeah.
She
all
liked
the
you.
women like me.
Yeah, she liked you, and because we started becoming cool because we started hanging out after that quinceañera ended, and then she had us on her quinceañera, and then we just got a lot closer. Then she
Which I declined her quinceañera.
really at first.
Yeah, I said no, because I fucking hated the first one. I hated it. I didn't want to do it. I hated being there, as you know.
Yeah, right.
And
I was
then
there.
she asked me to do it, and I was like, nope, no thank you, goodbye. Not going to be a part of it. And then I was like, oh shit, it was kind of,
Yeah.
kind of fun.
Yeah, it was actually pretty fun. The homies that were there were very fun to hang around with. She was not enjoyable to be around. If she hears this, sorry. You were not enjoyable to be around. Sorry. You were very uptight and up your own ass. Sorry. But yeah, so it just went from there. We went through the quinceañera. It was actually not that bad because it was just guys and it was her. There was no girls, so it was just guys. I thought it was actually really enjoyable. Thought it was really fun. And then that ended, and then we just kind of started hanging out. Well, and then it went to like I would hang out because you were in thespians in high school, and I was in middle school.
Thanks for making me sound like a nerd.
Sorry. Well, you do direct movies now, so you kind of stuck with it.
Homie was an Oppenheimer. Shit.
Okay.
One of the biggest movies that it's
Well,
during the
he
time.
was an Oppenheimer, but he claims he's an Oppenheimer, but we watched that movie like 5 different times, and we don't see him.
I got paid.
He got paid.
I don't
He has the receipts of getting
we
paid
will
for that
say
movie.
he is in Better Call Saul. We won't say what episode it is because I feel like if we say what episode it is, you can probably distinct by his voice who he is. But he's in an episode of Better Call Saul with a speaking line, so that's pretty sick.
Oh yeah, the best speaking line.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks. Oh, thanks.
What did he tell you? Freaking nice what?
Nice threads.
Nice threads.
Well,
Cool. I thought it was cool because that whole episode was like kind of for my character.
Yeah,
And,
the backstory. I still to this day I still theorize this might have been Jesse Pinkman.
I think that's what they were supposed. I think that's what they were.
That would've
Wanna
been
hear
cool.
A funny story about that.
Yeah, what's up?
So, right. So I got there the day of.
Okay.
And I park, and I'm walking. I don't know where the fuck I'm going.
Mm-hmm.
And I walk to some dude, and he goes, "Background, you're gonna go over there." And I was like, I'm thinking in my head, well, fucking, I've got 2 lines in this motherfucker.
Okay.
So, please give me some more respect. Anyway,
I speak in this
Where's-
episode.
Where's the trailer for myself?
so I started walking to the background, but then he kind of said, "Wait a minute, are you Ronnie?" Well, I guess I'm giving too much information.
Well, I don't think they say the character's name in the
I
show.
don't think so. But no, he goes, "Are you Ronnie?" I said, "Yeah." I go, well, "Why didn't you say anything?" Here's your so he brought me to the trailer, and they did the whole thing, and they got my wardrobe and everything all set up. I guess I didn't know how to tie a tie. I had put the tie on and everything like that, and as I was getting into the black van to go to the set,
Yeah.
they're like, let's do one more quick look at your outfit. So they're looking at my outfit, and the tie was a little bit down. They go, "Oh my god, your tie, let me fix your tie." "Oh no, you're right. Good character choice. He wouldn't know how to tie a tie."
Okay.
Just 'cause I didn't recognize.
That's funny. Yeah, I don't know. So I don't know. So I think. So here, so we'll get to that. We'll get to that afterwards. I still want to finish this introduction, pretty much. Yeah. So
24 minutes of an introduction.
fuck it, you ball. So
Homie's gonna do a lot of editing, bro.
it's fine. I don't mind the editing. So, yeah. So he was in Thespians, and my cousin was also in Thespians, who had the quinceañera, and they needed extras for a zombie movie, a zombie play. And they had me. My first one was I was just background. I never did anything on set. It was always background. It was moving sets, stuff like that. Cause I knew them, and I started getting on all the high schools and stuff, all the high schoolers, and they had me come in, and they said they needed extras for a zombie scene where we basically tackle him through the curtain.
Who
And
did you tackle?
you. We tackled you.
Really?
Yeah, you were getting chased, and you like stop in front of the curtain, and us, the zombies, kind of go at you, and kind of throw you back there. Did you remember that you like literally broke ass? You ate shit in the back of the. We all jumped at you.
I don't remember.
We were all like enjoyed the fact that we had to tackle you because you were still kind of a dick at that point.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, so we were in there, and then I started coming around, and I only knew you and the girls that were in my cousin's quinceañera and my cousin, and I would come around a lot because filming or we were doing the Thespians, so I would always be there. They would always have me as background, or on the one time they needed me as an extra. And that's when everybody started knowing me as your brother, because you started telling them that I'm your little brother, and it kind of just like stuck, even though you look nothing like me and I'm darker than you, and speak fluent Spanish.
We look the exact same.
Really? Because
People look the same.
if I tell them and they don't really question it, they're just like, "Oh, okay."
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That makes
So if I ever refer to him as my brother, that's why. He's not actually my blood brother.
sense.
It's
Well,
just
that's we don't know. We never done any.
we never done any tests, so God knows.
If Brennan, if we find out that there's some blood between you and Brennan,
That would be crazy.
I will fuck shit up.
Was that a bad thing or what?
It just wouldn't make sense.
I mean, I am the white man.
You're as white as that wall.
That's kind of fucked up.
He's getting darker.
I got a
suntan.
tan.
He's getting suntan.
Right now, I'm as dark as you, fool.
Hey, look. All I can say is, look. He might be a white man, and he might be like German and like all those white places.
You're basically what you are is that you're KFC white meat. You're breaded on the outside, you're golden brown on the outside, but on the inside you're white as fuck.
I mean, I wouldn't say he's golden brown. I'd say he's like,
I call him the golden nugget.
fair enough. I mean, look. All I could say is that.
That name has some royalty on it, bro.
Look, all I could say is
Don't
that
diss on my name.
he might be.
Don't be dissing on my name.
He might
bro.
be a white guy, but
He might be a white guy.
he might be a white guy, but So whenever he comes around to the crib, he comes around to the casa. First of all, right now he's wearing a Mexico hat that I don't have. I don't have.
I have a Mexican hat before the Mexican has the hat.
Yeah.
You know what?
I don't know.
Why don't you have any? You don't have anything Mexican in here, do you?
I have the Club America, which is a Mexican soccer team. It's my favorite soccer team.
But that's all of the Americas. That's not just fucking.
They're from Mexico City. I had a Mexico flag up in my dorm, but it got nasty because I used.
Oh, well, what's that there?
It's a Mexico flag. It's a Mexico bandana that I wore for student council.
At least you have something.
I have some stuff. My room is not fully decked out in Mexico stuff.
Rocky and white chicks.
Pretty much. I have a lot of Rocky stuff. I have a lot of Chiefs stuff in here. Dodgers stuff. And
You look anywhere on the wall, there's fucking Taylor Swift.
Keep on saying what's inside your room.
fair enough.
Let the
Yeah,
people
let's-
know where your room is located in that.
Let's not do that. So that's pretty much how I met.
You open the front door, you walk a little bit to the front, walk to
Yeah.
your right, take another right, boom. There
Yeah.
you
The
go.
door's never unlocked.
So,
You can open the window if you want. He never keeps that shit up.
bro,
Window's slightly open all the time.
no, my cat will get out.
He needs
She
the
won't.
air in.
So that's how I met Manny. And we just kind of went from there.
I mentioned
So anyway, so that's how I met Manny. That's kind of went from there, and we've always just kind of been pretty close since then. We've done a lot together, just as like homies, just doing pretty much everything. So then we got Brennan over here.
How did you and Brennan meet? How did you? And Brennan
I think it started because of
It was middle
ex, right?
middle school. No, cause
No, middle school. You're right.
yeah, middle school, cause that's how we met.
Right. So there's a girl in our school, who, we were all friends with. We were all friends
You
with.
already said her name.
Yeah, but
Unless you just bleep it out.
I'll bleep it out. I'm gonna bleep it out. So we were all friends with her, and how did it go about? Like,
Fuck. Shit.
it's one of those like middle school lures where they just kind of spawn in your life, and like they kind of just spawn in your life, and like you don't really remember how you guys met. You just kind of know like you've been friends for a while.
I think we had a class together at some point.
Maybe yes, we had Mr. Chacho's class.
That's not how we met
Chacho?
though.
Mr. Chacho? Who the hell is Mr. Chacho?
Well,
The fucking goat.
He was the greatest of all time.
Mr. Chacho sounds pretty fucking.
He was
sick.
He was tough.
cool.
He was
cool.
W man.
You weren't
bro.
there, so like I said, so
I
we
never
all
had Mr. Chacho. If I had
No,
Mr. Chacho,
he-
I'd remember.
no, you were not at that middle school. At our middle school by the time we got there.
Yeah, by the time I
And he was a history teacher, ain't he?
Yes.
You know,
yes.
we did poems and shit in that class. I remember.
Was it English?
Class?
It might have been
It was
English.
it was an English class. I remember
Maybe.
doing poems and stuff.
So we were in the same class, and we just kind of started becoming friends. We just kind of sat next to each other and talk about each other, talk with each other. And yeah, I don't know. It just kind of started like that.
I want to know more about Mr. Chacho. Who the hell is that?
Well, I think he still works at the middle school if I remember correctly. He hasn't left yet, as far as I know. He was just an English. I think he was an English teacher because I remember. Yeah, he was English because he had a student teacher, Miss Serrano.
Oh fuck the student teachers. Oh.
Well, you didn't get to see this one. She was in
The
Miss,
white chick, right?
Yeah,
For Miss, what was it? The math teacher?
I don't know.
Miss fucking.
I don't remember her name.
fucking-
I just know she was pretty as fuck.
Everyone was crushing on that chick.
Everybody was crushing her. The other one was a little like kind of weirder kind of girl.
Who was the chick that had the brown hair, or was it the black hair? She was there too. She helped out in theater, I think it was. I remember, dude.
Miss Heather.
No. But no, funny story though, straight up. So like, this is middle school, right? Still during that time, and
You remember Heather? I remember. You remember Mr. Gilliard?
You know, I still talk to Gilliard.
Really?
Yeah, I fucking love Gilliard.
Really? Does he still work at State
fuck
Farm?
my conversation.
I don't know.
Sorry. He works at State Farm, or he works at like H&R Block, right?
I don't know what he does for work, but I know that he's not here. He's not here anymore.
Okay.
In
New Mexico.
I
Yeah,
was
so
about
by
to
the
say
way-
R.I.P.
So by the way, yeah, we're from the
Land of Enchantment.
beautiful, gorgeous state that nobody knows exists.
You sound like the fucking guy on the fucking Weather Channel. Kale. You watched Kale before? What a fucking idiot that fucking weatherman is. Anyways, what was?
Anyway, sorry. Yeah, back to that. Back to Pookie over here.
What a
By the
fucking
way,
idiot.
I don't call Brennan. I call him Pooks or Pookie.
Yeah, no one calls me by my real name unless it's my family, bro.
Yeah. I don't
no,
know.
that fucking idiot. He goes, it's going to be raining on Friday. Bring your fucking clothes out.
It's raining sideways.
And then you know what happens on Friday?
Sunny as fuck out.
Sunny as what a fucking idiot.
Sounds like Mark
And then
Ronchetti.
you know what? No, it's not Mark Ronchetti. It's the other fucking idiot. And then what he does is that at the end of the day, he goes, "It was windy today." Well, fucking.
You know what? The only weatherman that I know that I fuck with, or I don't know if he was a weatherman or what he was. The only guy that I know from the news that I just genuinely fuck with, the GOAT, Steve Strucker.
You know that he's got fucking cancer?
I saw. Did you know that? Do you know who that is?
No.
Steve Strucker. So
I play the Xbox. I don't watch the
okay,
news.
so Steve Strucker. So like I said, we're from New Mexico, and we have the thing that most people know us for, besides Breaking Bad, is the balloon fiesta, and being a drug addict or whatever, which sucks. I wish we were not known for that, but we have the balloon fiesta, and Steve Strucker is the weather guy, news guy. He does something. I only know him for the balloon fiesta. He goes and he's always there, crack of dawn, 4 a.m. And he's the guy. He retired now. He doesn't do it anymore, sadly. But he.
I yawned, bro.
He's there at the crack of dawn,
yawn.
and he's basically just doing the news coverage for the balloon fiesta. And you'll know him because he's the guy with the beautiful teeth, by the way. Not they're fake, but like gorgeous teeth. And he's in a white coat, and he has a bunch of pins because he's been there since like the beginning of time. And he always has the balloon hat.
Another great way to call him old.
He was great. He was a fun guy. I liked him. I was on the news a couple
He's
times.
been around for about fucking
Forever.
80 years.
He's been around forever.
He
Anyway.
was here when they branded New Mexico as New Mexico.
Right. Yes.
Fucking killed Billy the Kid.
He killed Billy the Kid.
He was the one.
He has a pin that says I did it.
It was him. He might have been, to be honest.
And no one hasn't seemed to find that out yet.
To be honest, I think.
The Kid fucking dead.
To be honest, I think Steve Strucker might be in cahoots with Ron Bell. I think they might have been on the grassy knoll.
Hurt, A18, call Bell.
Yes.
Is that how it goes?
That's Hurt, call Bert. No.
Did I tell you I met Ron Bell?
You did. I saw those pictures. I have that picture saved on my camera roll. You know Ron Bell?
Yeah, I just said the fucking name. Of course I know Rob Bell.
You said the Hurt, call Bert.
There was a Bert?
Yeah.
I remember Bell, though. I used to see that fucker's billboard
I think he has
everywhere.
the mustache. And
Yeah.
He'd be like with the fist, and he'd be like, I will fuck you.
You talk about small people. He is fucking small.
He's old, right? How old is he?
He's in his 60s.
But he looks
He
great.
pocket-sized cute.
But he doesn't look ugly though. He does. I mean, not ugly. I don't mean to call old people ugly. I'm just saying like he doesn't look old and wrinkly and stuff.
Anytime they're wrinkly, ugh.
No offense to the old people. How did we even get here? What happened to your story? Who were you even talking about?
Okay, yeah, fuck my story, bro. Straight up.
What about her?
Okay, so I can't fucking.
How we met? How
Yeah,
me and Brennan met?
we were talking about hot fucking substitutes. It's,
Hey, I'm here for the hot
student
substitutes.
teachers. But I thought, young little me, I was like, damn. I thought any chick at this point in time was hot as fuck. Cause
True.
it just be like that. So she was a helper, I guess. She used to substitute, of course, for teachers that weren't there and shit. And this was like during theater. And we were going like some stupid ass rehearsal or some shit while driving in a car. Then at some point we were like, you know what? We should do a trust fall off the fucking stage, right? So, I'm like, off the stage, yeah. And so I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm in. And I was the one that was gonna fall. And so everyone was on the bottom of the stage, like on the floor, and I was on top of the stage. And they're waiting for me to fall, right? And they count.
Okay, well, how much did you weigh at that time? Like 96 pounds?
Fuck you.
You're what now? 106?
178.
I thought he was gonna say 107. Anyways, carry on.
And so I'm about to fall, and they're counting.
You're about to Liam Payne that shit.
Oh my god. My god. Rest in peace to that guy. I know one song by him, and that's it. Besides, he's on One Direction.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, you better trust fall off.
I'm about to fall off.
If he just went like a foot more, he would have got into the pool. So,
No.
this is why
There was no pool. There
He
was
fell on
just
the
pure
street.
balcony. It was pure
He was on the street. He fell on like the sidewalk.
So then maybe you should know where the fucking pool is and where it's not.
Okay, well, he was like high off of like pink coke or something, right?
Something like that.
I don't know. He was very intoxicated.
Okay,
Not right.
so
Anyway.
I was about to fall off this stage, man.
Right.
The stage is maybe 3 feet, 4 feet high, right?
Maybe like 3.
3, 4-ish. You
Yeah.
remember how the theater
It's
was?
pretty
and that,
high.
the little auditorium and
I know
shit.
I struggled to get the fuck up there.
Fucking,
Fucking fat ass. Couldn't get it.
Stairs, right?
I know, but like everybody
fucking
would jump.
Diabito having that.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's because everybody can jump from the front, and I wanted to be cool. Because there was this one girl in there who was bad as hell in middle school, and she was really pretty, and somehow the ugliest kid in the fucking school pulled her. So I wanted to impress her, and I could not do it, so I just had to go up the stairs. This is very scary, by the way.
Wait, okay.
Anyway, you trust fall off.
We haven't got to the climax yet.
I know,
bro.
you just fall off.
So I'm literally so I'm about to fall and they're counting down, right? And then someone walks through the door and their heads just turn the opposite way. I didn't hear the person come in.
You just fucking.
So
fall
I
off the
just
stage.
fall off the fucking stage and
Oh
I
my
hit
God.
my head first.
God.
And I was like, oh fuck, like I was hurt. And that chick felt so bad. She brought me Lottaburger, dog, and I ate it with her.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Fire.
fine
Fire.
shit.
Yeah,
bro.
that middle school was fun time. Actually, nah, that middle school was horrible for me. Worst time of my life, actually.
Oh, I had
Let's not mention that story.
Yeah, let's not go there.
I had a fuck time in fucking middle school.
I had so much more fun in high school. We can talk about the high school days too. But anyway, so yeah, we kind of knew each other from middle school, and then I think
The core memory I have with you, bro, is you bought me a Lightning McQueen toy for Christmas.
yes. So like I said,
That's the core memory I have of this fool.
I really got to know him better because we weren't really friends. I had another. I don't know what's up with me and just having only white guy friends. It's not like a thing. I don't choose this. It just happens.
I think you just have a type.
No, I don't think I choose. I don't choose my friends like this where I'm like I don't typecast my friends. It just so happens that all my friends just turn out to be white guys, and I don't know if it's
You
just
know what it is? It's that white people want to have inclusion.
maybe because he's always coming to my
They see
house.
you and they say,
Maybe because now he comes to my house all the time and he enjoys carne asadas and all that fun stuff. Because I mean, who wouldn't, right? It's the best. It's good food.
I'm not that white.
you're
I fucking
pretty
eat.
fucking
I'm
white.
big back, bro. I just eat anything.
Right, but you always cream your pants when you hear my uncle making carne asada.
I cream my pants in the carne asada is mentioned anytime,
True.
anywhere. Doesn't
And
matter if
then
your uncle making it.
I was with my girlfriend, and then we broke up, and then I started becoming friends with your ex-girlfriend, who you were in that friend group with. I became friends with you guys, and then y'all broke up or whatever, and then I kind of just gravitated more towards you as a homie, and then it kind of just built from there. We just started hanging out a whole lot more, and yeah, we graduated high school together.
Yeah, no.
Fucking cried at that graduation. That was so
Fuck,
sad.
bro, I was crying on that damn stage, but yeah, it's
At
like
middle school graduation?
High school.
No, high school.
I think we're in high school at this point.
yeah.
Did you guys have a middle school graduation?
No,
Because COVID.
Because COVID. No, COVID
Yeah.
fucked us. We're technically considered illegitimate high schoolers because we never had a passing on to high school.
Yeah, because it was our 8th grade year.
Are illegal getting into the country, and you're also illegal
No.
getting into fucking high school. Wow, what
No.
a double fucking whammy.
No, I was born in the state of Albuquerque. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
about to come down, fool. Let me tell my story here. All right.
That sounds way too good, bro.
Voice doesn't mean that now you're.
Yeah. So that's basically how we met. Y'all met because my girlfriend, because we were still dating by that point.
Yeah.
My girlfriend.
She like.
We went to all hang out at the Isotopes, which if you don't know, which you probably don't, because you don't know what the fuck New Mexico even
minor league
is.
baseball.
We don't
team.
have any sports teams here. There's no professional. We don't have no Dodgers, sadly. We don't got no nothing. We got no football team, nothing here. We have what is known as the Albuquerque Isotopes, formerly known as the Dukes, which I miss heavily. They were the Albuquerque Isotopes, and that was my favorite. That was our favorite place to go. And I remember I just invited you, and I invited Manny first, because then we would go with our former boss all the time.
I used
Well,
to work
my
at
former boss, your
McDonald's.
boss, and
I'm loving
Brennan
it.
would come along because he's best friend, and we all started hanging out. And then we broke up, and we kind of stayed us three together, and she went off and did her own thing. But that's kind of how it went from there. And we've just been friends ever since. We just haven't really.
Yeah, the relationship just progressed and progressed even more. And
Now
we just call each other's moms. So you peaked friendship with
peak friendship. It's the kind of friendship when the family's always asking where they at when they're not there with us.
Well, what are you doing over there?
What's on your phone?
I
this
just
man's on his phone right
witnessed
now.
a man die on Instagram.
God, Instagram is
I
such
thought
a.
you were coming your pants.
That's cool. Yeah. So
People dying? Is that what we're What are you
I
fucking
feel-
American Psycho over there?
American Psycho, bro. I love good movie.
What the fuck are you
Peak
doing
movie.
here?
Christian Bale.
See, killing each other.
Anyway,
I
segue.
don't know
So
who
much
brought that
editing
up.
needs to be fucking done for this to even be normal.
I think this is good.
I think so far it's not that bad. I think. Segue. So I feel like
Those
we.
are pretty dangerous. Don't get on them.
Go Bows.
Yeah, here we could talk about. I guess we can talk about a little bit about the Mexican culture. I
How
guess.
about we talk about that fucking WWE and what the fuck they're doing?
Sure, we can talk about WWE. I fuck
don't-
with it.
I don't understand why the fuck. Why,
Yeah, so
pisses me off.
WWE, as if you don't know, I feel like everybody. I feel like
I know
WWE.
what WWE.
Yes, I think they know what it is. I feel like people who don't like it, I think of it. I think they think about it the wrong way though.
They just watch too much UFC, bro.
I think it's because I think WWE is I think they see it as like, oh, it's not a real sport, but it's like if you watch it as a TV show, how you watch like, I don't know what like
It's on Netflix every Monday.
literally it's on Netflix every Monday. I think if you think of WWE as like a soap opera instead of like it being like professional wrestling, like oh it's a real sport, then I think you can enjoy it a whole lot more because then you turn off your disbelief and you're like, clearly a man is not gonna, if you suspend your disbelief for just a second, I think you can really enjoy it. I think people see WWE in a different way that you shouldn't see it because then you take it too seriously and it's not that serious.
I really do like how they're really embracing this culture of like, oh, we know it's fake, but we don't care.
Right.
They're really embracing
'Cause-
that. Cool.
Because like I said, I think if you watch WWE as like a sport, you're obviously not going to enjoy it. Because if you watch stuff like football and stuff, I personally don't think it's scripted. Everybody thinks it's scripted, but I don't think it's
I
scripted.
think football is fucking scripted.
I don't think so.
Fuck you. The Chiefs have been winning for
Dude, okay.
7 years now. It's fucking scripted.
Do you really think this is the way I see it? Do you really think if the Chiefs, right, if it was scripted, don't you think it would make the NFL so much more money and be insane if their star team won a three-peat? There's no way they would fuck them like that in the Super Bowl if it was scripted. There's no way.
That's why they made them win all these times.
But a three-peat's never been done. I think
That's what I'm.
that would be insane.
That's what I'm
Think about it. If you want to take it that way, Taylor Swift's there, right? She makes the money. She brings in the money for the Chiefs, right? She brings in the views for the NFL.
You guys didn't wonder it's a Chiefs fan talking right now.
Right. By the way, I am a Chiefs fan. I don't want to fucking hear it.
He's got a signed Chiefs football in his room. The room when you're facing east.
You're facing east.
Anyway.
Anyway,
Know where his room is? Look for a Patty Mahomes signed football.
right. I think, like I said, I think people take WWE too seriously, and they see it more as like real sport. It's a real sport. They're real athletes. It's just if you take it so seriously to the point where it's like it's not like football or like UFC. It's like, yeah, obviously not. It's a TV show. I think of it as a TV show, like watching my Rick and Morty every Monday. It is longest running. I really enjoy it. I think it's kind of insane how big they've gotten because now they're even branching off into the Saudis.
Yeah,
Like the Saudis are enjoying.
Weren't they in Puerto Rico for Bad Bunny and shit?
Yeah, like, dude,
Bad Bunny
like
have, like one of the
Who
biggest.
the fuck is Bad Bunny?
He is
Brother.
a Mexican,
No.
Hispanic,
Puerto Rican.
same shit.
No, he's not. No, I will stop you right there.
Both illegal.
Oh my God, Puerto Rico's in the U.S., bro. He's literally an American.
Puerto Rico's the U.S.
Oh my fucking God. Christ,
Jinx.
all fucking mighty. Yes, Puerto Rico is a territory of the United States.
What's a territory?
So it's not a state.
It's not a state.
No, but we can still go to Puerto Rico without passports because it's within the U.S.
I am not going.
I think.
My luck, I will go to Puerto Rico, and that's when they'll say, "Yeah, you know what, guys, we're done."
Hey, Logan
Done
Paul
with
lives
the
there.
US.
Logan Paul lives there. Granted, he said he's to get away from Los Angeles, but I think it's for the tax breaks.
Yeah, that guy's so fucking smart. He is so fucking smart.
Yeah.
I can't stand the motherfucker. If I had, I guess I shouldn't say. Never mind. I'm not gonna say this. I just can't stand the fucking guy.
Why?
Why can't I stand him?
Yeah, why can't you stand Logan
'Cause
Paul? I think he's a genius.
No, I don't fucking like him.
Japan.
There's something about him. There's something about him.
I was
that
there for
fucking
that.
like. But he is very smart.
He's
uses
very
his
intelligent.
fucking
Is that someone hanging right there?
By the way, I was there for that. I witnessed that.
You okay, Brendan?
Did you
Did
remember
you not hear what I
the,
said?
The forest, the Japan forest that got him canceled.
Yeah.
I was there for that. I witnessed that on Christmas. That was released on a Christmas day. I was at my aunt's house, and I remember I was like,
What a romantic gigantic data.
I wish I got to see that video.
No, I was a hardcore Logan Pauler when I was a kid.
He had the Maverick hoodie.
I had the Maverick hoodies, the backpacks.
He would listen to the trashy ass
I
songs
had
he would
Maverick for
release.
fucking years. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's what he did.
Yeah, that was his thing. And I remember he released a video on Christmas time, I think it was. I think it was either Christmas Day or Christmas Eve, one of the days. And I remember I was at my aunt's house watching it. I was on YouTube and I see Logan Paul posted. And I was like, it was like titled like the craziest experience I've ever had or something like that. And then I remember I was like, whoa, what's this? And I watched it. By the way, I was like in what, 5th grade, 6th grade maybe? I definitely wasn't in high school. It was whenever his first boxing fight was before that. So maybe 5th grade, 6th grade. And he dropped the video of him in the forest, in the suicide forest. And I watched that like full on. Like I remember watching that video and there was just a person hanging. And I was like, no way. I was like, nah. Of course, my brain at the time was like, oh, it's so crazy, dude. Of course, not realizing that like what he's doing.
That's crazy, man.
I was obsessed with this man. I remember
There's a dude hanging right there. That's so cool.
Yeah.
How he got up there? I want to try that myself.
Dude, low gang for life. That was
I didn't see a ladder. How'd he get up there?
Yeah, I don't know. That was insane. I remember watching that, and then he dropped the apology video, and I was like, holy shit, this is real.
I remember seeing that apology video. I watched the apology
Sorry,
video. I never
what
got
is
to see
it?
the video.
I have made severe and incontinuous lapse of my judgment. I don't expect to be forgiven. I just wish to be heard, or something like that. And like he talks about how he like fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
That was crazy. I remember, and then I was like, oh my god, this is real. And then I remember like he deleted the video obviously, and that was just insane. Like I was there for that. I was one of the kids that watched it. I wasn't like scarred from it. I was just insane that it happened, and I was there for that. Now to see where he's been, he has a kid now. He has a daughter, and he's like,
Is he really?
yeah.
Wow.
I don't remember what his daughter's name is, but like he has a kid. And then
Son of a bitch. Here we go again.
that was insane. Being there, witnessing that, and then kind of just seeing like how far he's kind of come. Like I'm not like a Logan Paul glazer anymore. I used to love the guy. I remember I would even buy all the bottles of Prime now. I don't really drink it as much anymore.
Homie would defend his name with
Yeah,
zero
I
hesitation,
would
bro.
die on the hill for Logan Paul.
You could be like, oh, fuck Logan. Be like, what the fuck you say?
I would
Did you
fight
ever
people.
Get that fucking Logan Paul cutout from the store one time?
No.
What store?
You got a cutout of Logan Paul?
Oh, I remember that. No, we went into a Smith's, wasn't it? We went into a Smith's and they had a cutout. They had a sign for Prime in the store, and I remember I had asked for it, and the guy goes, "Oh, well, we're gonna take it down in a week. We'll save it in the back, and you can just come back within a week and get it." We go back within a week, they threw it away. At the time, I was pissed because I really wanted it, but now I'm just like, I'm kind of glad I don't have that because I'm good. There's a lot of stuff about Logan Paul now, crypto stuff, and
He's a smart business. He's a businessman.
personally,
smart
look,
businessman.
don't get me wrong. I think what he does is wrong with the whole crypto shit and like kind of scammy stuff. But at the same time, which idiots at this point are still investing in a meme coin by Logan Paul? Like, you guys are idiots for investing in that shit, right?
That's all. That's
Just
he
crypto in
knows his
general.
market. He's a fucking good businessman. He knows his market. He knows how to fucking get shit done. Simple as that.
'Cause
Gotta
even-
give him respect for that.
Because even now, like his whole thing with like the WWE, like his whole character is that he's like the greatest influencer of all time, and I would consider him being one of the greatest.
No, the fucking greatest influencer was Zack Ryder.
The fuck's Zack Ryder?
You talking about WWE and you don't know Zack Ryder,
I
dog?
know what the.
No, I'm talking about like internet celebrity, like internet
He wasn't
YouTuber.
an
Zack Ryder, bro.
Yeah,
Wait,
Ryder.
Zack Ryder, the WWE wrestler, was an internet celebrity?
Yeah, he was before fucking Logan Paul. He's like the fuck. It would be cool, Brendan, actually, to see them fight because it's like two polar opposites. Zack Ryder was loved by fucking everybody, and then obviously nobody fucking likes Logan Paul. Zack Ryder had his own little belt. It was like, what was it? It was like a.
Yeah, it was the blonde hair and the headband and the glasses
Yeah.
and shit.
He
Yeah.
had his own little belt, and then he was fucking. He was pretty.
So like,
sick.
I won't lie, I've watched WWE since I was a kid, but I blank most of it. Like I don't remember most of it. I got really back into it within like a year or so, but I kind of blank completely on it before.
Oh, he had such a good
Wow.
like intro song too.
I think I
man.
remember the intro song.
Oh, radio.
I know who that. Okay, I recognize
This guy, bro, Zack Ryder, dog.
Okay, I know who
He
that
still had the
is.
glasses, the
recognize
hair,
him.
the headband.
I blank
bro.
on a lot of it just because I used to watch it when I was such a little kid, and now I've come back to it mostly because WWE now. Okay, I know who that is now.
That
Yeah.
was the days, bro.
I blanked on it before just because it was so hard to watch. Like it was not on really. It wasn't on anything that I don't have cable, so I couldn't watch it. And then now that they put it on Netflix, I really got back into it because it's something cool to watch on Mondays. Like I don't watch SmackDown. I only watch Raw because it's on Mondays.
I really miss those days. Those are some fun.
I miss watching Jeff Hardy wrestle in his prime, dog.
Yeah, this man, if y'all don't know, this man is a very big Jeff Hardy
fan, glazer, whatever the
yeah,
fuck you want to
all
call
of
it,
I
bro.
remember the fucking steel cage match. I think it was with CM Punk, with Jeff Hardy and CM Punk.
They had a
Friday Night
good
SmackDown.
storyline.
Friday Night SmackDown. It was like, if you lose, you're fired, and he fucking lost.
and you got fired.
I remember
I remember
was
this.
so fucking sad that night. And then I remember watching Wizards of Waverly Place and fucking
I remember that
crying
show.
my eyes out because he was gone.
I literally only remember. I'm a big John Cena. I'm a big Let's Go Cena fan. I will to this day. I don't give a fuck if he's a heel or not. I will still. I'm always the let's.
But that's what I'm saying is that I don't know. I think they did it wrong. I think they should have fucking done it. Like you know what? I changed my mind. I want to be. What is it? Gonna be 16 now? 16.
17. He won 17.
I want to be 17. I need to be 17.
Well, he got
And
it.
He's gonna do everything that he can to do it. He means
He
fucking
sold his soul to
possibly-
The Rock, bro, the final boss.
But no, because they spent 20 plus years saying this is our Superman. This is our fucking hero.
Yeah.
This guy is unbeatable. He's fucking unbreakable. He's by the law, by the books, by everything. And then just all of a sudden, one fucking what was it? Was it on Monday Night Raw? No, was that what was it?
It was at a Monday Night Raw. And
Was that Raw?
it was at WrestleMania
Was that WrestleMania?
when he turned heel, right?
No,
Because we watched it.
It was WrestleMania.
It was SmackDown. It was not.
No,
SmackDown. It was Elimination Chamber.
No, Elimination Chamber is when he choked out
Royal Rumble.
No, Royal Rumble is when Jey Uso won. The match was at WrestleMania between John Cena. Oh, it wasn't WrestleMania. It was John Cena and Cody Rhodes for the championship.
He was already heel by then, dude.
He
But
wasn't
see, what
because
I'm saying-
he got,
It was Elimination Chamber. That's the one where Seth Rollins helped him win against CM Punk.
Yeah.
And then-
anyways,
there was a match. The same John Cena after Elimination. It was after Elimination Chamber. Was at Elimination
No,
Chamber.
because it
just
was,
to have it, just to have
because-
it fucking one night. Okay.
because it was in a
no,
cage.
Stupid.
and then it was CM Punk and Cena left, and then CM Punk was about to beat him, and then he helped him. He choked him out. Seth Rollins distracted CM Punk and he helped him out, and then he won. And that Elimination Chamber was the catalyst for him challenging Cody.
All right, I'm about to fact check this right now.
But see, what I'm saying though is that now that they have this culture of, okay, we understand that it's fake and it's a story, we're gonna go along with it. It makes it a little bit for lazy writing because back in the day, you would have.
It was
had
at
to make
Elimination Chamber.
Told you.
You would have had to make it believable in
Yeah.
both senses,
That's true.
right? Because with CM Punk, with that, I fucking love that
Well,
story.
because he used to talk shit about McMahon all the
Yeah,
time, right?
they
Like that's why he got
made that-
fired.
They made that real. They made it fucking real shit.
He was actually upset.
Now it's like, you know what, everybody, we understand that it's fake. So I know we know that you guys want to heal Cena. So here you go. They're basically just here.
It's just fan fodder. I get it.
Exactly.
Like, I get it.
It's basically Spider-Man. Spider-Man, whatever the one with the fucking three.
With the three Spider-Man, Tobey
Yeah.
Maguire and Andrew
that
Garfield.
was just a fan.
But that was a good
fan
movie
bro.
though.
That was a fucking good movie.
It just sucks because I wish, like I said, Albuquerque, New Mexico, just in general, is such a small state. It's actually, it's not even that small. It's just we have a horrible reputation for just and
400,000 miles worth of land.
right and like, but we
That's
don't,
small.
but we don't have anything here. Like that's what sucks. Is like I wish we were big enough or we had the facilities to hold a WWE here.
And that's why I really think they were gonna make a stadium here, and then they shut it down.
Well,
They fucking shut it. Somebody in there said it ain't gonna fucking happen.
Well, so I know they passed a bill that was gonna get the United team, which is our semi-pro soccer team. They were gonna give them a stadium because they're actually really good.
And that would have brought so many fucking things.
That's what I'm
That would've
saying,
brought concerts, that would've
'cause
brought fucking sports.
The team currently plays in the Isotope Stadium, which is a baseball stadium.
The soccer team that plays in.
Yes, you can literally see the lines drawn onto the baseball field, which is ridiculous.
I'm just saying, there's some fucking corrupt shit going on. And
No, so what happened was
I know it. I fucking know it.
the reason why it didn't pass the first time was because people voted no for it. They passed it. They wanted to go the democratic way, and they had to vote for it for the people. Don't even get me started on that.
Fucking robbing shit.
And they went about it the democratic way, and they had a vote for it, and the people voted no for it, so they shut it down. Now they're passing by it again, and it seems like I think now they're going about it and like we're not gonna have you guys vote for it. We're just gonna do it.
They're not gonna do the Democrat because now that's pettiness. You guys didn't.
But the thing is that it's such a good location because it's right next to where the Balloon Fiesta Park is, and that's such a good location. And I feel like it would be great, but it's gonna be an outdoor arena, and I don't personally think. I don't know, because I know they wanted funding for it because the funding was gonna come from they wanted. The owners of the team didn't have the funding to build the stadium. My cat, shut the fuck up. They're building the stadium now. All I know is that because the mayor came to speak to us at the university, and he said that it was because they're kind of going through it a little bit right now because they said that people are upset because of the whole. There's an acronym for it, but it's like not in my backyard or something like that. It's like a law that people can basically be like, we don't want this near our house. And I'm like, you guys are such idiots.
Yeah, so why? Okay. Here's how to fucking fix that problem. Move the fucking location.
But
Pick
they
a
did.
fucking different part of fucking Albuquerque. Yeah, they're gonna build it right where there's a fucking neighborhood. Oh, how fucking smart is that? Yeah.
Fuck.
They're complaining. Why are they complaining? Well, we're building it right on top of their fucking houses. Oh, well, there's nothing else we could do, Mr. Mayor. I don't know. I wish that we had a fucking piece of land out in the middle of nowhere that we're not using, Mr. Mayor. I know, me too. Do they fucking need people in there? They go, hey, look at, do you see this map here? Do you see this fucking piece of land right here? Why don't we fucking build it? I don't know, fucking right there, you know?
Yeah, it's definitely a little strange because I feel like if they just, don't get me wrong, it's a place that it's been there for years, but like the event center over here
They have all of Rio Rancho too.
That's what I'm saying. Well, there's one in Rio Rancho, but like it's so small. I feel like if they built a properly big stadium that can be used, like not just a sports stadium, just for anything, that would be fantastic. I think that would be great because then you can like the only places that people perform at, like big people that perform, are at either Isleta or they perform at which is Isleta. That's the one by the airport. And then they'll perform at like Sandia and all those places. But like nobody comes here, dude. The biggest people that have come here have been what? Pitbull, which was amazing. That was sick.
Suicide Boys.
The Suicide Boys come
Ski
constantly.
Mask.
Ice Cube comes all the time. But like it's never like you don't get like the Kendricks and the Drakes. No, I don't think so. Because I know for sure when you go to the Suicide Boys concerts get packed. They have plenty of fans here. Now when it comes to like Pitbull, I think everybody just knows that guy, so like they'll come out for him.
It's my goat.
It's free money.
It's free money.
Free money for Pitbull.
It's just I don't know. Like think about it.
Take
Like
my money.
Like think about it. We're never gonna get a Drake concert here. We're never gonna get a Kendrick concert here. We'll never get a Weeknd concert here. We'll never get nobody big like that.
That's what I'm fucking saying.
I personally think that we should build an all-purpose stadium that's big enough that can hold a lot of people.
Yeah, and maybe not in a fucking neighborhood. Maybe
It's
we
just-
have fucking land.
Right, it's just kind of hard because then people get pissed off if they see $100 million of their tax dollars are going to go to building a stadium. But it's like, you guys don't realize that brings in a lot of money.
That'll be paid back in the first fucking
I'm telling you,
year.
one event, one WrestleMania, not a WrestleMania, but like one Raw or SmackDown here would bring back so much money. Apparently, because AEW was here, I think either today or yesterday.
Yeah.
The guy told, I think it might
It's
have
like
been
one of
today.
their biggest events too.
Yeah, I had a guy that came in to my work today, and he told me that he was at AEW today, and that it was sold the fuck out. It was packed. So I'm like, can you imagine if AEW gets sold out, which is like a nothing brand compared to WWE? Can you imagine WWE here? Like, they just don't do it, and it's insane. It pisses me off. I understand the whole sports team, whatever. Like, you'd have to get agreements with the NFL or whatever if you wanted to do a whole sports team like that to get a professional team here. And I think they'd suck for a while, like Houston did. But like, it just wouldn't, we have levels of, good stuff here. We have the Lobos.
Go Bows.
Go Bows. You know what I mean? Fuck
Shout out
State.
to my goat Mustafa Amzil.
Graduated.
Graduated.
Fuck New Mexico State. Saying it right now, full-heartedly, 10 toes down on the fucking ground. Fuck New Mexico State. Fuck the Aggies. But
I think people are gonna be offended by that. Maybe.
But fuck New Mexico State.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go fuck. Fuck New Mexico State. Bows all the way. Go Bows.
One thing I can say though is fuck Donovan Dent.
Donovan Dent. He was our point guard for the Bows. Guy was 13th in the country. Point guard.
15th in the country, ranked
Top 20.
starting this year.
Top 20. They not almost. They were close to honestly a perfect season, close to be. And then
We lost to State.
we lost to State, by the way. My first State game, they lose at the Pit, which is embarrassing. And then pretty good season for the rest of the year. They go to Vegas for the Mountain West tournament, and they win the first game, and then they get blown out on my birthday. Very fucking sad day. And then it all went to shitville from there. Donovan Dent left to UCLA. Our head coach, Richard Pitino, went to Xavier.
Along with like 3 of our players.
Along with 3 other players. The team's gone. We have no more team. The football team, don't even get me started about the fucking football team. Embarrassment. Ever since Brian Urlacher fucking left. Because I forget we have Brian Urlacher, and that's pretty much it.
The last time the Lobos won, like,
60s.
Yeah, it was like 60s. 1964 was the
70s,
last
I
time
think.
we had a perfect season.
I think like the last time we won a Mountain West tournament for
Maybe we should
football.
bring that coach
Well,
back.
no, it was since 1960 that we were undefeated at home.
Right.
So it wasn't even a perfect record. Just being
Just
undefeated
annoying. The
at
basketball
home.
team is pretty much the pride and joy of New Mexico. Mostly the Lobos.
That we fucking got.
Mostly the Lobos, because fuck New Mexico State and the Aggies
Football
suck.
team might be different.
The football team for the Aggies is a little bit better than
People
us.
love
But
the fucking Isotopes, but they fucking suck.
they do. There's a big following for the Isotopes, mostly for the retrospect of the Dukes. Not very much for the Isotopes now. It's mostly just people who are like, oh yeah, I love the Dukes, and they're the Isotopes now. So like,
The reason why the people don't know the fucking Isotopes because we're owned by the Rockies, dude.
yes, we used to be owned by the Dodgers, which we used to be very good. We'd get all their
Oh, we're
hurt
owned
players.
by the Rockies?
Yes,
Is
which
that why? Oh, okay, so that's why.
So we're the minor league team for the Colorado Rockies.
yes.
I didn't.
We used to be owned by the Dodgers, and then they got sold to the. We got sold. The guy explained it to me. It's not this. It's not as easy as just saying they got sold, but something happened there, and now we're AAA affiliates of the Rockies.
Well, I think this whole story's on The Simpsons, right?
The name of the Isotopes is from The Simpsons. Long story short, in The Simpsons, the local team in their town, Springfield, is literally called the Springfield Isotopes. And yeah, let's get that bag out of here. She's getting annoying. The Springfield Isotopes, and they get there's an episode where they find out that Homer Simpson he finds out that his local team is getting sold to somewhere, and he gets very pissed off and he starts protesting or whatever. But he goes into one of the rooms and he finds out that the owner is planning to sell the team to Albuquerque. Because I'm assuming just back in the time they just assumed it was so outrageous and stupid that they were going to leave there, whatever. It was this crazy place. And so they find out that that's going to happen. He protests and they don't end up leaving. But then whenever the Dukes, they moved to Seattle or something. They left. And they brought back another team because they already had the Isotopes field or whatever. And they brought back a new team. And they had a fan contest to see what they were going to name the new team because it can't be the Dukes anymore. So somebody suggested, how funny would it be if we got the Simpsons permission to name the team the Albuquerque Isotopes because of the stadium and because of the show. And I guess we got permission from the Simpsons. And if you go to the stadium now, there's Simpsons imagery all over the stadium. You got statues of the family there. And they have like the kids and Marge and all them on the bathroom stalls, on the doors of the bathroom. And that's kind of the reason why.
You're so knowledgeable.
I know, I just do a lot of research about my state. Yeah, that's what's going on with the Isotopes. Personally, I like the Dukes better. I have it tattooed on myself, but
Well, we're about a little bit over an hour.
a little bit over an hour. What are we at right now?
An hour and 8.
An hour and 8?
Hour and 9.
I feel like it's a good enough yapping.
Yeah. All right.
COVID. Good old days.
Homie said,
Yeah,
"Dude, the good
so-
old days when millions died from it."
Bro, I know, it's fucking sad. It's tragic.
Well, one less mouth to feed.
That's crazy. Yeah, so there we go. I think that's the first episode. Like I said, it's not very structured right now. I think we just wanted to get a feel for it, see how it goes. I feel like maybe second episode will probably be a little bit more structured. We can have, I think we got introductions pretty much, out of the way. I don't know what else you'd have to know about us. By the way, anything that this guy, anything said on this episode, as far as it goes by me, is disavowed. I do not agree with any of the things that these people say if they go off the rails. Because I want to have
Manny, bro. I'm vibing.
I want to have a future career in actual,
I currently have a job. I would like to keep it.
Yeah, so do I. And yeah, so
Live and learn.
so I think next episode will probably be a little bit more structured. We'll hopefully come with some topics we would like to talk about. I feel like we can definitely have a little bit of I feel like it'd be fun. I feel like it'd be fun to educate you guys, as you guys are basically boomers when it comes to internet drama. Be kind of funny to talk about. And just anything else that goes on. I think we're gonna be uploading every Monday. I would say probably recorded Saturday and post Monday, so you have a little bit of time to edit the stuff and put it up there on the YouTube. You can listen. For now, it'll be pretty much just audio only for a while. You can listen to it on YouTube. We also got the Spotify.
I think we should just keep audio only.
Probably.
They should see your face.
Probably. For now, as of right now, you can for sure listen on YouTube and Spotify. Find us at the Beans and Crackers podcast, or Bean and Crackers podcast. YouTube, Spotify. I might try seeing if I can open up a Apple podcast, but for now, you can for sure listen on YouTube and Spotify. But yeah, so that's episode 1. We'll hopefully see you guys.
Hopefully be back on air.
We'll hopefully be back on here.
If all the
Next Monday?
socials let us.
Yeah, hopefully
After you
be
hear
on-
this abomination of episode 1.
Christ. Yeah, so we'll hopefully be back next Monday. And well, if anybody hopefully listens to this, thank you for listening. Thank you for giving us your going on like an hour and 20 maybe. No, hour 10, 15.
Yeah.
Hour
just
15.
about.
Anyway, just thank you for letting us have your time.
Thank you for letting us have your time. We hope to see you guys, if anybody listens, next time. This has been the Bean and Crackers podcast with your hosts, Danny.
Brennan.
Bye.